This might be the most important number with inside your Klaviyo account, and you probably don't even know where to find it. It's called your deliverability score. It's not just a fancy metric. It's the difference between landing in the inbox or disappearing into spam void. And here's the kicker. If you're getting this wrong, no amount of creative copywriting or A/B testing is going to save you. Stick around because at the end of this video, I'll show you how to fix deliverability issues fast, and I'll show you how we recovered one client's email revenue after a 42% drop in their inbox performance. If you're not familiar with me, I'm Mark Milliton, founder of Breadloaf. We specialize in turning email lists into 7-figure retention channels for e-commerce brands in the Shopify ecosystem. And today we're going to be covering what the Klaviyo deliverability score actually is, how to find your score inside the account deliverability hub, what a good deliverability score even looks like, the metrics that you need to know that are actually going to move the needle, how this score is actually calculated, and how to fix issues before your email goes full ghost mode. So what is the Klaviyo email deliverability score in the first place? Well, the deliverability score is actually a diagnostic tool inside your account that rates your sending reputation on a scale from 0 through 100. It's like a credit score, but for your sender health. A high score means inbox providers like Gmail and Yahoo trust your emails. Well, a low score, that's a signal to throttle, filter, or even block your sends. Think of it like a sender trust rating across engagement, bounces, spam, and more. So to find your score, you want to head to your account deliverability hub inside Klaviyo. This is pretty simple to find. You're going to want to go to your account settings and then hit the deliverability tab. Inside, you'll see your current score, recent trends, a breakdown of your performance by metric, and recommendations based on risk areas. Klaviyo wants you to be proactive, and they want you to be following a strict protocol. And they don't want you to just wait until something breaks. They want you to be proactive and make sure your deliverability is consistently performing. And if anything drops or anything happens, they want you to be able to fix it immediately. So what does a good deliverability score even mean? Here's what you should shoot for. 90 to 100, you're in great shape, and there's a green light to scale. 90 to 100 is your goal. It's your target. It's where you want to be. It's not always doable. We're fighting a lot of issues with inboxes in general, but this is the target chief aim. So 80 to 89, you're solid, but you want to monitor trends and make sure you're still staying consistent with all the best practices. So 70 to 79, this is the yellow zone. Something could be off, and you want to start following that protocol, and you want to go through this checklist to make sure everything's intact. And then below 70, you're in danger territory. For e-commerce brands, we recommend staying above 80, especially if you're sending frequently to a large list. So how is this score actually calculated? Klaviyo weighs multiple metrics over a rolling 30-day window to create this score. So here are a few of the heavy hitters. When it comes to open rates, below 20%, that's a massive red flag. Open rates are going to be pretty essential here, and you want to make sure you're keeping that consistently somewhere between 40 to 60%. When it comes to click rates, a high click-through rate shows engagement, which builds trust. When it comes to bounce rates, keep it under 1%. A high bounce rate can kill your reputation. With everything that happened last year with the Yahoo and Google updates, bounce rate is more essential than ever before. And a quick little tip that you can do is actually create soft bounce segments. And essentially anyone that hits a soft bounce, you can create a segment to make sure that they're not included in future active engaged segments. When it comes to spam complaint rate, over 0.1%, you're getting filtered in the spam filter. Same thing again, when it comes to the Yahoo and Google updates from 2024, spam complaint is more essential and more important than ever before, so make sure you monitor this. And unsubscribe rate. If people are fleeing, inbox providers take notes to this. One thing you can do to just naturally clean your list is create a sunset flow. And if someone hasn't engaged with you for 90 to 120 days, you put them through this flow, and if they don't open or click or engage with you then you just naturally sunset them off the list. And lastly is list quality. Are you sending to opted-in users with a good historical behavior, or are you just sending to everyone? This is a super important element to your overall deliverability. And based on your list size, we recommend creating multiple tracks: an A track, a B track, a C track, a D track, potentially even an E track. Those tracks are going to go from A, which is going to be the smallest active engaged segment, to D or E, that's going to be the biggest segment. This way you can create different tracks that you send different campaigns to. Obviously, the campaigns that are sent to the most amount of users would be at the track A, and the campaigns that are sent to the least amount of users would be at track D. We'd use the larger tracks for promotional time periods and also special launches and win-back opportunities. And then we would use track A and track B for our regular weekly sends. These are the signals that tell Gmail, Yahoo, Outlook, should I inbox this brand or should I send it to promotions? Or worse, should I send it to spam? Deliverability isn't one simple number. It's a composite score based on how inbox providers see your recent sending behavior, domain reputation, engagement signals, list hygiene, and even your sending volume patterns. Klaviyo rolls all this into a weighted score, giving more priority to engagement metrics and negative signals like spam complaints. This score is updated daily and shown as a trailing 30-day trend. So even a single bad campaign can tank it. So how do you check your score in the first place? Well, it's super simple. Click your profile icon, go to settings, and hit deliverability. Within here, you can review your email score and metric breakdowns. This is your email heartbeat, and this is going to tell you how you stand overall. So what happens if we have a bad score? How do we fix these email deliverability issues? Fixing email deliverability issues isn't magic, but it is methodical. Here's what we do at Breadloaf when we see red flags when it comes to deliverability. First, we want to focus on list cleaning. We want to remove inactive profiles. If someone hasn't opened in 90 days or more, we want to suppress them, or we want to naturally clean that list. Next, we want to segment smarter. We want to only be sending to engaged users. Use segments like people that have opened or clicked in the last 30 days as your A track. Warm up slowly. If your score dipped, then don't blast the full list. Ramp up the volume again gradually. This means if you see your score dip, you want to start tightening in that active engaged segment and only sending to those people. By having better deliverability metrics across your core KPIs like open rates, click rates, low spam complaint, low unsubscribe rate, those numbers are going to overall help lift your score. Next is a big one. Authenticate sending domains. SPF, DKIM, and DMARC records must be properly set up. If you don't know what those are, I'm going to put a link to another video that's going to explain exactly what these deliverability elements are and how you can set them up within Klaviyo. Next, you want to improve your content. Gmail's watching, guys. Reduce image to text ratios, avoid spammy words, and tighten up subject lines. Next, you want to run re-engagement flows. Before suppressing a lead forever, give them one last shot with a win-back opportunity. Pro tip, even your flows can hurt your score if they're hitting cold profiles. Audit them monthly. Another big issue we've been seeing recently is spam bot traffic that's actually opting into abandoned cart opportunities. It's a best practice for us to turn double opt-in off when it comes to people joining your list. But what we found is there's a massive amount of bot traffic that is specifically going through abandoned checkout and getting into your abandoned checkout flows. This can be identified by going into your list that's taking in all your opt-ins from Shopify. And if you see a massive spike coming from Shopify, then that number is way more than the number of orders that you're getting every month. You most likely have bot traffic coming through. Another way you can recognize this is if your conversion rate on your site tanks. The number one thing you want to do is go into Klaviyo and see if you see a spike. If you see this, you're going to want to turn double opt-in authentication on for at least a few weeks until that bot traffic dies out. That way, you can go back and turn that off in the future. If you get this bot traffic, that bot traffic's not opening things. It's not doing anything. It's just hitting your list, and it's going to cause more issues than it's worth. And this is the number one reason that we've actually seen brands recently in May and June 2025 run into deliverability issues. So quick story for you. We had a client come in at a deliverability score of 61 points. Their abandoned cart flow was targeting everyone. No filters, no segmentation. What we did first is we cleaned their list, we fixed their flows, and we rebuilt their engagement segments. Within just a few weeks, their score jumped to 94 points, and revenue from Klaviyo increased by 38%. Your score isn't static, you can fix it. And when you do, the revenue floodgates will open. Want a copy of our deliverability audit checklist? Hit the link in the description below, steal it, and fix your score today. Guarantee you, following this protocol, you're going to see a massive shift in your overall email deliverability. And if you want my team and I to take a look under the hood, we're here to offer you a free 4K audit. It's our brand retention audit. We've done hundreds of these over the last 9 years, and we only have availability for about 4 or 5 of these free ones a month. So if you're interested, click the link below and schedule a call with our onboarding team, and we will get the audit process started. Drop a comment below if you have any questions, and I guarantee you I will get back to you. I read all these comments and I will respond. And if you like this video, the one thing I ask is that you send this video to someone else that's either a brand operator or a marketer that you think would get some value out of it, and subscribe to the channel. We're still small. We've been doing this for a few years now and would love the support. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.